Fambul. Today, now the 24th day of September 2025. But some people are already they inside the 25th. We are 9/25/25 or 25/9/25. Anyone now? Alright. Grab your own. If you're not thirsty already, YouTube, how do they do? Yeah, we see the waka. And allow make an fast. Lord reach the 100,000. Because Paco TV don't can make more time. Say next month to the clock the 100,000. So we are waiting. We're not thanking. Fambulem. The ECOWAS chairman himself don't take the podium today. Now the UN, the General Assembly. This is the 80th year where they do them. Yes, it became for remind them. Say all entitled to carry not ordinary title, they count responsibility. Who said the panel add no more? We say they count responsibility. I mean, I can fly. I don't know why the speech writer not put that part today. We go tell and say, hey, read first the title say in and this and that, and not to just ordinary title link out with responsibility. How much title again as salon safe? Supreme. How the responsibility now the salon inside. Let's leave the ECOWAS side first. Right now they say KKY yani kak. Yes. KKY yani kak bad. KKY don't get campaign slogan already. For say that 2.2 billion what they say for energy. They just need for gear and for making be flag bearer. Say that no more like they just need for give the flag bearer business for the SLPP so that this 2.2 billion go come inside. Now Timothy Kaba say wait see they do. Now money na say but me need to you na. Et tu na see when na me be denya dipa na me na dipa in landing boy. So me need to now. But it's mine now what you be they do for this picture, yes? And I be see mine I be they meditate. You know, watch about. Look. Now meditate, see me they meditate. I say, but I know you now. Me, they don't talk against me, say. By this energy business, 2.2 billion. Other people they say, wait. You see that same President Bio talk now that Sunday I can take me nap. And by right, what they mean at the UN? And by right, the United Nations then supposed to go alphabetically. What I mean to say after Serbia, you forget Sierra Leone. But they count Syrian, they count all the country, the Republic of Argentina. How be they go back and forth so? No, the president last time talk. I see talk on and they say then they go on a break. Why? Why not do so? Why now? We not try again, no. No, say okay. Oh, na be say again for talk long. Na me coulda left last talk. Oh. Now I get sooner. Okay. Fambulem. Who say we go start? Who say we go start? let's start by the 2.2 billion. And by the time President Bio na last they talk, the all empty. Yeah. The all empty. Why? Must they say and keep the best for the last? Sort of, kind of. I might say they don't listen to her. I mean, they put her last. Sort of, kind of. Now the business. Now don't go buy lateral, so don't go catch 2.2 billion. Why they say billion now it's bio? Alright. Government of Sierra Leone status. Office of the Press Secretary. This one, they are unapula nado 110 so. Sierra Leone landmark 2.2 billion United States dollars, not to all kaya dollar. When a Mission 300 Energy Compact receives official endorsement. Endorsement? Endorsement? I mean, make like say. What's first, ba? That 800 million where then be pledged. I must don't can inside. This happened inside New York, United States, on Wednesday, 24th September 2025. The largest infrastructural development plan of the country in history. Papa God. The largest infrastructural development plan of Salon in history. God mother say I don't do am. Dr. Tambi say, boy, if not for development plan, na me first do am. Pada Lunge Bridge. I say Dr. Tambi push. Push. I make you know did it again. Okay. Under the visionary leadership of President Bio, the government of Sierra Leone proudly don't achieve a major milestone with the official endorsement of 2.2 billion United States dollars when a Mission 300 Energy Compact MCC Insef na be energy. Alright? That shock you. You have a tear before Salon get better lights. Yeah? I say if you are shock you. You have a tear before Salon go get better light. Because it's like say the energy now ain't that they use no more now for Beka. So this epileptic light system what we get now so you get for left for the longest. Because if they solve it now, what thing go use for go back tomorrow? Exactly. So I make a tell you say you have a see. Not ever say that politician and then give me and that kind light that kind well body, that kind road. Not of a sudden not sabi do all that do. But then they think in their mind, if they solve that problem, they now. Then tomorrow, what see them go use for pass? Eh? Waiting. Just 2 days here. I need to try again for secure an entire solar system back. It is sad. Seriously though. Even though not clean energy. Yeah. Pure energy, clean. Sine wave. A clean pass headset and dirty light. A clean passer. But Lord, you go. Lord, fainéant tout ça this money comment? Again, Leone achieved a major milestone with the official endorsement. Remember, na endorsement too. Na like bra, ude uti bra. Yes, na like la one day. Ude uti, right? Not so the way they say, yeah. The kind we me be glad for the MCC. Everybody now what they follow we know. Say, me na one pay. I don't care what possible they talk. Where come to that energy? Because I know. You go na me backyard now. I get generator room. I get four generators them. Because I be they think like if I say, you know what thing? This solar expensive. Brother, wait till I see a generator mechanical. Even to this last go where I go. Good to do. Yeah, I said it. I say me and generator good we do. Before that, I dey increase me solar, the capacity and the battery and the panels them. But that one, yeah, don't buy the portable inverter generator. I don't buy that one day. Well then I keep power on, charge me solar battery them. That if they don't get better power, where they don't charge on all time, use me solar back continue. Because we all know how the light system turn at the country. This one, if not time they don't disappoint me by that MCC, me say I don't jump. Even though I still a Gladys on side by me, the Gladys say, okay, yes. Because when they don't sell the markets though, yeah, you go Gladys. Even the first lady will be dance for the MCC. I don't if you remember that dance day again. I doubt. But look, you go. This endorsement was granted by the World Bank Group. Okay. World Bank. Would I again? The African Development Bank. Okay. And partners them during a ceremony will be on la Bloomberg Global Forum 2025. World Bank, African Development Bank, and key partners. With what the World Bank don't do in us alone. There go Usabi World Bank. Because World Bank never can say just you know it's in una money day. Okay. Amos una don't get the other side them. For now go give you una this money. Okay, una go for do A B C D E F G H. man and then now we the people in back here for can turn pa. World Bank and IMF. Then conditionality. But we get desperate politicians say we want score political goal. And that's the money. Sierra Leone Mission 300 Energy Compact present a strategic framework we go accelerate access to affordable I said it. After we World Bank and IMF then do the survey. Now we category user we dey Salon. We dey pay one of the highest rates for electricity. Knock out that nonsense. Even how they are big push. If you not take that, the push inside gutter. Yes. Because I get habits there. But can't tell me Jesus say, even in England, yeah, even in America, yeah, I saw the push inside gutter. I go tell me how much they pay here and how much they pay in a salon. Where you can't tell me Dandy. As they tell you say, then don't tell we say the region where we dey, we category. We dey pay one of the highest rates for waiting for electricity. So maybe then they back now that thing and then they use for make they say, oh, we'll make an affordable. Affordability is only affordable for people that can afford it. Yeah, trifule. You don't have more. Don't back back. Affordability is only affordable for people that can afford it. Yeah, Albert Academy. Yeah, whoa. Yes. For a lay, say something affordable, now we're able to afford them. For a lay, you say, now they do now because you're not able to afford them. Yes. Now, so on a life, 2.2 billion. The other able to afford them say, small money. One able to afford them say, baku money. Now, so life day. But the one for accelerate access to affordable, then a 1. Reliable, then a 2. Sustainable, then 3 then they affordable, reliable, and sustainable. Par electricity, par light business dans salon. Amen. Amen. I just want to remind you, remember, where KKY be they talk to the way he say, even if President Bio don't go, President Bio go able left say, by this term, so term, the electricity price for go down. I like you know day, where they left here handing over notes. When they left handing over notes, they put on the tell electricity for go down. If you not able put on down. From the current 36% to one big number of 78%. First of all, when I just cheat that number, they then say na 23%. Then say na 23% and not say na 20, na 36%. Una they bump the number no more. Access to electricity. Access to electricity. They say right now 36%. This project go send and go to 78%. The focus include expanding power generation. Okay. Then say with a focus on renewable. Una should go for begin pay. Modernizing the transmission and distribution network, promoting clean cooking solution. Never go cut wood for cook. Okay. And fostering a stronger enabling environment for private sector investment and governance reform. The other day, my microwave la salon get problem. Naya, you're not even conscious, so you're gonna stop or go buy. Well, as you see and you like you buy her. Unfortunately, not so for Sierra Leone. Like for we depend per solar. When you depend per solar, me I depend per solar, I not depend per EDSA. When you depend per solar, when you go for go buy everything, you dey check the wattage. Oh, you know? Now because you know depends on sign I make. You dey check wattage. I go buy microwave. I go buy air fryer. I dey look for low wattage one them. I'll be able to find 700 watts microwave. You get up to the one I get it right now, and 1,200 watts. What you put on to here? In one game, don't take 1,200 watts. So say they go. I'll be able to find 700 watts. Even the air fryer, you get 2,500, 3,000 watts. Sometimes how you guys say, you don't even know in wattage. No, not for you. I found 1,500 watts you. Yeah. That's in there. If in there on, I know say, fridge and then a 300 watts, 400 watts, it's not so better thing. But everything, you get wattage. If you know you get the wattage, if you bit saying the ampage, na salon no man na we electrician. Salon na me electrician. But I saw them this year. The guy in our house. Say because I able to check the solar from my phone. Yes. I know they do bad did he? I will check them. I can tell you, say, oh, they per charge, you know, they per charge. So then there's another, it says, it shows say they charge to you, but you know they charge now. The battery they charge, I get for explain to her and say, no. Yes. How solar they work? It gets from the panel. The battery in a storage. Battery in a storage. If the host at that time need 100 watts, with all the thing away on, now 100 watts in need. Then Sano commot better. Example, yeah? Sano commot better. It get 70 watts. You go tell like say it gets from the panel, but wait till the can of the panel they gonna use. So it still got to go take by the battery the other 30. They go pull up by the battery, he give the host. But all this don't come up better one. No say the host need 100. Then it get 1,000 from the panel from the sun. It give the host 100. The 900 he go keep them. Now the battery. So the nets where the sun don't go down. Wait till we go keep na the battery. Now the tell they can't take and now say we cannot can give the host. Now solar I explain to you so. Let's say you put all your appliances there inside. Then the sun they give you 1,000. The whole thing need 3,000. That 2,000 you never go take them from the battery. So if na 5,000 battery you get, 1 hour I don't take 2,000, other 1 hour I take 2,000. That's 2.5 hours. All thing done. Yeah, you don't dip a blackout. So now make we get solar. I go teach you per solar, eh? You dey use them wisely. You dey look for low wattage bulb them because that's solar. So because I had so because na solar based on na 20,000 kilowatts battery you get, or 30,000, 40,000, or 10,000, 5,000. Based on that battery, now you storage that one day. Where lights not there at all. You get. But anyway, I just said to explain small more. Let's continue before YouTube then vex say not on the wire, but solar. I they teach you free class now give you so. So say they pay for that one day. Say the battery na storage. Production they come up from the sun. The inverter in they do your own bits. When at 10,000 watts you get one, just don't say they will take 10,000. All thing what you go put on. But the best bets are like 70%. Now you go on for use your inverter power. Alright. Let's continue. This for promote clean cooking solution and for foster a stronger enabling environment for private sector investment and governance reform. President Bio, when I also they serve as the Minister of Energy, money don't come. He don't take him position back. Will la pinta come? Eh? And Tiben to save any recommendations on a reputable solar technician at Sierra Leone? Yes, ma. I get. I do have. If you need them, let know. President Smith, when I served back as the Minister of Energy, formally received the compact endorsement letter and we express confidence in the country in prospects. For say we Mission 300 Energy Compact is the most ambitious and comprehensive energy infrastructure initiative ever developed for Sierra Leone. MCCC don't corner they watch. They say I want see there. They say MCC say they want see there. MCC allow ou glad for subeg. Allow we. Dia. Par contre, now so la boss dans le campus d'ailleurs. Bendu not to me endorsement la one day because now na by endorsement. I don't know who so la post dans the way par contre campus there. Aha. Kadikaba. The post is closer to you. So you are good. Yes. In fact, the next time I go to I go popularize them. Leone see. But let's continue. Powered by evidence-based solution and data, this single plan for Sierra Leone energy transformation hold the greatest promise for unlocking sustainable and inclusive development for our people. Wait. Now MCC una dey try for throw shade pa. So una left there. For that half money dey 480 million and they go make for. Well, we don't go find 2.2 billion. Una all una yon. When they make no more, then say, oh, electoral reform, oh, this and that. Well, we don't go spend 2.2 billion. Una all una 480. If una not get yourself again. Alright. Develop in a record time. Yeah. Ceylon Mission 300 Energy Compact was spearheaded by the Interministerial Coordination Group, where the co-chair na the Minister of Finance, Shaku Ahmed Fantamadi Bangura, and KKY, when a chair of both the Presidential Initiative on Climate Change, Renewable Energy and Food Security, and also the Energy Governance Coordination Group, alongside Sierra Leone Energy Compact from 17 countries also gained endorsements. Mission 300 is a joint initiative by World Bank and African Development Bank, we aim for provide electricity access to 300 million people across Africa by 2030. Well, if now by 2030, you know they fight again. Una count the money. Una count the money. 2030, now 5 years. Yeah. Una count ate. The program, they leverage partnership among the governments, the private sector, and development agency for foster economic growth and stability through clean, affordable, and dependable energy solution. Na so status wants me and you for know. You don't hear? I say, na so status wants we for know. 2.2 billion. When I say billion, I mean billion with a B. When I say dollar, I mean United States, they own dollar. Because you get dollar the other side. Not to them for carry dollar they would talk about. Hey. Like the real dollar. Right. Let's see. Diana Salon. Anyway, the minister, everybody they try for kick game by this morning. So we go begin call names. Oops, say people and not go begin. They run away. Oh, because all man they try for kick game. Yeah. Mostly. Let's see me say. Where they can say last day? Now the dollar. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Look out the foreign minister. Kadi kabanoka shake table ya. Who saw the dollar? I talk about United States dollar. You know other country the way they use dollar. But they don't want me to stay in a million. But like me yourself, they use dollar. So I don't know why. Liberia, they use dollar. Ecuador, they use dollar. Panama, they use dollar. The British Virgin Islands, they use dollar. El Salvador, they use dollar. Marshall Islands. But who can't see there? Australia safe they use dollar. Canada they use dollar. Eh? But I'm talking about the United States of America, then dollar. So why they say for carry dollar like it mean anyone but they want call. Eh? Aha. So anale posi can't get simina ya. But me I no call three name. Dear. Aha, Jamaica. You don't see. Allow me. Timothy Kaba. He said no, put Alaji there. Alaji Timothy Kaba. Come. So now so it be happen with the $2.2 billion. Not to Zimbabwe and dollar. Aha. Listen now.
That's come back to Scotland. With your distinguished leadership, your visionary leadership, your trusted leadership, the United States has restored Sierra Leone to come back to God. Mr. President, $2.2 billion mission 300. This is one of the biggest wins our country has ever made since after independence. It would not have been possible for us as a nation without a visionary and pragmatic leader as you are, Mr. President. Today's delivery on national statement was not only eloquent, but it was related. Especially Sierra Leone's conscience in expressing support for the people of Gaza. Yes. As we brighten Sierra Leone, we must brighten the destiny of the children of Gaza and the children that are in carnage in every corner of the world. That is what has defined Sierra Leone in our hands of States. I welcome you all. The doyen of the mission, the permanent secretary, our astute permanent secretary has invited you. Permanent representative has invited you all to celebrate with His Excellency. There cannot be a better day to be proud of being Minister of Foreign Affairs, but under the leadership of His Excellency, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio. Your Excellency, congratulations to all of us. The energy man, Allah says, Ya Nur in al Insan. You're the man, the lights man, the energy man. Thank you, Your Excellency. Congratulations. Congratulations.
When they don't talk done, now I ain't gonna ask, say, then they give the money. Eh? You say that 2.2 billion, then they give me, huh? Now we then they give the money. Then they say no, na endorsement. I say, because you know say we go get for pass no. That one if we don't find we don't buy one private jet for do this electricity pass. But then they give the money. Now endorsements no more than do. They can't be endorsed that 800 million United States dollars for that feed salon business. I must don't come inside. Oh. You don't know how much don't come inside? Eh? You don't know? Okay. But anyway, wetin Thomas Dixon tell we say? You don't know? Okay, wait. Let me go there. Except all the missing mining revenue will reach 33 million United States dollars. Missing mining revenue, not to this government tell we say waiting. They say, oh, we don't lost money. Now I make them now, then they don't take over. So governments get stake in every mining contract now where they come. Aye. US State Department say there is no significant progress in fiscal transparency in Sierra Leone. US State Department. I wanna go tell we so. Say we no get fiscal transparency. Oh, I forget MCC self. We can always fail that one day. We can always fail Landy. That fiscal. We not get training. We not get training. We not get transparency. In fact, this administration and the word transparency. Aye. The 2025 US Fiscal Transparency Report ranks it can take over 139 countries in the globe. Unfortunately, Sierra Leone among the 69 countries that will fail. And when they say fail, now Porto fail, we fail. Inside the reports, they slam President Bio in government for failing to publicly disclose key budget documents. One, will include expenditures broken down for ministries by ministries and revenue where then they receive. They know they agree for show. For say this back all the hinder the MCC money. They also say governments they fail for make public natural resources extraction contracts and public procurement contracts. Wait, America. Okay, fine, una thank you, but wait. Why una want know? With natural resources extraction contract, why una want know? Or not so una just want for no way to the pull come on at the ground. Now, una just want help we. No, why una want know? Why? Una want know it too, okay? And when I go to Gen 2, when I go ask Gen 2, me don't do the survey. For that last one, when the government get the dropper. Yes. At 2.2 billion. KKY say this one we see me the Ola. Now they go and pass with now. 2.2 billion. Must this say what? Why the State Department they fine-tune the word? Because that lack of fiscal transparency means a corruption. Aye? Corruption? Still on the 2.2 billion matter. Auntie, come. You say waiting?
Our pre-grid initiative that the government is taking leadership in order to be able to deliver access quickly at scale to people across Sierra Leone. The focus is not Freetown. The focus is not just the urban areas. The focus is the hard-to-reach areas across the country. How do we leverage private sector, leverage communities in order to deliver power to Sierra Leoneans quickly? So what are we looking at in terms of the Mission 300? As we look at the numbers, we're talking about between today and 2030, we need to connect for access quickly at scale to people across Sierra Leone. The focus is not Freetown. The focus is not just the urban areas. the focus is the hard-to-reach areas across the country. How do we leverage private sector, leverage communities in order to deliver power to Sierra Leoneans quickly? So what are we looking at in terms of the Mission 300? As we look at the numbers, we're talking about between today and 2030, we need to connect 400,000 households. That is about 8 people in every household. So we're talking about millions of Sierra Leoneans are going to have access to power through this. As the video highlighted, this is not just having access to power, it's about improving education outcomes. It's about the productive activities that can happen in the home as a result of having access to power. So as we look at our universal access strategy, the solar home system strategy is really critical and on the pathway to that transformation that the government of Sierra Leone has to power. So as we look at our universal access...
Alright. You hear that side there? We say the focus is not Freetown. I push them back bien. Lego here. Say the focus not of Freetown. Oh. The focus that they add to each areas. The focus not to urban area no more. Well, I'm gonna take 2.2 billion. Then they can't tell say the focus not of Freetown. So that the focus, okay, let MCC focus for Freetown. Yeah. You know, why TikTok say the focus not of Freetown? I don't know what to get against Freetown. But Unaki always forget to say the city nine the portrait nine the portrait nine at the backbone of the country. Where person come now the city for see they come. Somebody can't tell say the focus is not Freetown. The focus not to urban areas alone, but now they had to reach a no disrespect for them. The SSF need light, even a farmer need light. My brother, sister, how now let the city look like? Okay, let's continue for be the garbage way don't be all areas. Yeah. Now we're gonna make with the complete tuna. They go na 3 locality. Yes. 3. How they can go now? So not big. When I don't show don't like Tumbo. Yeah. Tumbo don't get lights. What's in the money? Then come with that system. Then a Benguma na de ide. Where they get the dirty light? They pass pole front to you. But today, they not can give you light it. Okay, then say how they enjoy the dirty one first. That ain't not good though. Right, so they can't say and for you 220, 230, and they give 400. Where carry tea they meet they burn all tin. They light dirty, not clean. Not clean today, not clean tomorrow. But there, this 2.2 billion, una shape and fine now, yeah? Una shape and fine. Because this how we don't begin, you see the focus is not Freetown. We saw now go 2.2 billion. The focus that they had to reach areas there. And now 400,000 homes. We take and say 8 people per one house. 8 people per one house. 8. 400,000 homes, and if you check them, now boku people and no one and they. In the calculation and they will give you. Okay. So for Glady of Freetown, no, who serve not for Glady. I go to make month say from after independence. Now the biggest infrastructural, if not for the 2 point. Okay, this not endorsement. Dr. Tambillon, that Lunge Bridge in a be proclamation, eh? Eh? Alright. Then on a pack fine. On a pack fine for this thing. Go no go on the road. On a pack fine. On a thank you. President Bio be take the podium today. He talk. A lot of people was like, "Oh, what a good speech." I think this he practice and well as the ECOWAS chair. He practice well. I think from a President made a good speech. I think this one, even though he get 1 or 2 side away, you know, I'm not Salman. But speech was delivered. When I introduce him for we first, man.
I request protocol to escort His Excellency and invite him to address the Assembly.
Yes, President Bio for come and can address the Assembly. What he say?
President of the General Assembly, the Secretary General, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate Her Excellency Annalena Baerbock on her election as President of the General Assembly to lead this historic 80th session of the General Assembly.
Yeah, you get for do me. You get for congratulate him. Continue.
I thank her predecessor, His Excellency Filmo Young, for his distinguished leadership during the 79th session.
Yes, that woman ain't nengi so UN, igi woman. Okay, no, na UN. Forget woman as alone. But continue, sir.
I commend the Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, for his steadfast commitment to the ideas of the United Nations during these increasingly turbulent times. Madam President, it's both an honor and a solemn responsibility to address this Assembly on the 80th anniversary of the United Nations. This Assembly is not just ceremonial.
Not so just ceremonial. What? Not so just ceremonial. Why they all grab gonna do? Okay, not so they all few. Now few grab on a boku grab. But continue, sir.
It is a call for the world's conscience to act.
Conscience? Who did they talk about conscience? He say?
It is a call for the world's conscience to act.
Okay, now the world in conscience, eh? Conscience for act. Act as waiting.
With unity.
Okay. Will they act with unity in a salon? Yeah. We don't sign national unity agreements. Okay. You got, yeah, they say wait. Now they go, not to go force themselves for work with unity with. Okay.
Determination and vision. Our theme, Better Together, 80 years and more for peace, development, and human rights, both celebrates and summons. It reminds us that cooperation delivers progress.
Now fine koto. It reminds us everything.
It reminds us that cooperation delivers progress.
Yes. Cooperation delivers progress. Una dey cooperate among una self, una the politician, eh? Okay, yes, parliament and the cooperate. That one our parliament they go before. That one they cooperate. Okay. Continue, sir.
It also demands that we reimagine multilateralism so that peace, dignity, and equality are not promises on paper, but realities in the lives of people.
Now they write this speech. Cooperation that delivers progress, and they remind we say
dignity.
No, wait, it's not a dignity. It reminds me
so that peace,
peace,
dignity,
yes,
and equality are not promises on paper.
Not a promise on paper no more. Nasalo, not a promise on paper, eh? Not a promise on paper. But now waiting.
But realities in the lives of people.
Now say the happiness alone. At least now do as I say. Okay.
This anniversary is not a time for complacency.
Tell them. Now out kalo business. They not sabi you safe.
But for courageous renewal. Today, we face deepening inequalities, climate crises, geopolitical fragmentation, technological disruptions, and entrenched conflict. No nation can meet these challenges alone. We need bold multilateralism and a united nations that is not only reformed but reinvigorated.
Tell them. That's all they need, but tell them.
The UN must be more than a meeting place.
Then if you say United Nations have to go keep comping.
It must be a working place.
Like status. No. I'm going to use status as example. If you don't burn down the Attorney General say then we do something we're not fine. Also go use as example now. But if I be working place.
For people, for peace, and for our planet.
For people, for peace, and for... Okay.
Madam President, Sierra Leone is a small state that has relied heavily on the United Nations chapter and now helps to uphold it.
Salon rely heavily. Talking back, ba?
Madam President, Sierra Leone is a small state that has relied heavily on the United Nations chapter and now helps to uphold it.
And now helps? What's in Annie?
And now helps to uphold it.
Helps to uphold waiting.
And now helps to uphold it.
Okay.
We speak with independence and conviction because we have lived the cost of its absence.
Salon they talk with independence. Oh, nobody know the influence we. But tell them.
I also serve as chair of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government.
Sometimes they don't know. Lick Campade. They don't know you.
And coordinator of the African Union Committee of 10 Heads of State and Government on Security Council Reform, C10.
Yes. They tell the world, let the world know.
For both myself and the people of Sierra Leone.
For yourself and with the people. Okay, you mix me inside the district.
These roles are not just titles.
President Bill say him they inside the 10 African countries them, and also in the ECOWAS chair. Tell them back. You say what things, sir?
These roles are not just titles.
Not just titles, so. But what's the roles carry, sir?
They are responsibility.
To fly. I don't know when they know hard than they. You say waiting?
They are responsibility.
And that's why I am flying. If you see President Bill don't go to the world, they don't go tell them now say me. Na then roll here, na then title na carry. Not ordinary title, staff will lie. Una not see am for myself. Then carry with responsibility. And being a responsible president, what do you expect? So from Leone Bia, he has to fly. The rules come with responsibility. Yes, sir.
They reflect Sierra Leone's conviction that principled multilateralism is the surest defense of law, equity, and peace. Since 1945, the Charter's promise of sovereign equality, non-aggression, and human dignity have been the bedrock of small states like ours.
Well, then at the world, una small we get for own that one day. I must say, repeat, say una small country. Okay.
In 1961, when Sierra Leone first addressed this assembly, our founding Prime Minister, Sir Milton Magai, pledged that our voice would be independent and principled.
So, Samuel Timagai be go promise them. Say, any tell salon can they we independent, nobody may influence we for talk. Awesome, why they make face so now? He say 18. Now I made them he say that way President Bill go England. Now you forbid they talk so. Awesome. Well, Bia o. Bia. Yeah. You said I forbid the talk so, but not to it. So chill. Pabio saw you now some. He say, how them be say you forget the power in this. Him be don't write his own speech all. You read the speech for you. Whose difference he gonna make? How much people like be sitting at that whole day? And then either we forget we don't make face now. She don't let yourself listen. Pastor you now some. Now scopo then ya you so. What's in a You say anonymous waiting. Forget. Sorry. No I'm bogya. Okay. Now APC they pa look so for you. They say you missing in action. You can't sit down now. I go tell them just not say look you there now. I continue.
Guided not by bitterness, but by conviction.
You not get bitterness, eh? Awesome. You not get bitterness. You not bitter? Okay.
That pledge remains our compass. We stand for justice and equality.
Is it 18?
We stand for justice and equality.
Hey, Justice Holloway, come. Come. Tamba momo. La telapia suna kam. Femi Claude school una kam. The pass waiting?
We stand for justice and equality.
What you una say? Sorry you.
We uphold the rights of all people.
What's up, Mr. Why the together people are going to pick a back no? Now his speech he left. Che. As the part talk this word, also I'm to go in paper and gone.
We uphold the rights of all people.
He said the right of whose people? Whose people? What's up, chill? Claudia School waiting. He said, look me. For my people, I see that. I not call una for camp for cancel confusion. Una just sit down suffer and listen when they talk. At least I want use una for full up the empty seats there. Una safe. But sorry, una una only gonna do just now. Now they gonna do. Okay. Continue, sir. Take them back from that line we make them one or somebody go to go paper and gun. Pick out not the tear.
We uphold the rights of all people to self-determination.
So it's in determination?
To self-determination.
So self-determination or self-determination? Well, okay, sorry, continue.
We speak truth. We speak truth to power and act in defense of humanity and the rule of law.
Salon, now they speak truth to power. Thomas Dixon. Can he? No, okay. Who they in the world stage you need for Kiku game? People behave. Behave yourself. This is the world stage. I sell you market and so then go buy. The pass everything?
We speak truth to power and act in defense of humanity and the rule of law.
Now salon baby. Okay, we speak truth to power. Okay, lama and get truth media. Okay. Continue.
Small states are not inherently small.
Tell them. But they not call you small, no, you say you small. But tell them back.
Small states are not inherently small.
Now all this good thing now they do now country. What's that mucho the twist face? You say not twist face? He answer say face stand. Aye.
Our sovereignty is equal and our responsibilities are the same.
The responsibility then are the same? You mean that? The responsibility where they also they so. Then they take care of the one who know your work. Yes. Even the one who know make better. Then they help them parents. The one they get food stamp. Are the responsibilities the same? Now that writes the speech. No, go on a world stage, they go tell them say small states not small. Tell them back.
Small states are not inherently small. Our sovereignty is equal and our responsibilities are the same.
The responsibilities are the same. Who saw this will get 24-hour lights? Yanda. Okay, no, we don't go. They don't endorse for we 2.2 billion. Now the responsibilities are not the same. People forget, say. But then people are safe knowing. They not say the responsibilities are not the same. Then they come out, they can beg we. Now still don't go set criteria for them. Now MCC money make them give criteria so. Okay, for govern. Now the responsibility then are the same. For govern. Salema to say me I dey misunderstand. Na so me dey o. Na me sabi misunderstand today. You know say I no go back to school. Help me ba. Help me ba make I understand. Say small country, not just small o. But we serve with team up we serve na sovereignty and the responsibility they own again are the same responsibilities self who self get. Responsibilities are the same. You say I dey misunderstand, but they are help me. Auntie Sal can help me no. I glad the way you know say me they misunderstand and you understand. Now then I ain't good today. The pass so you Nasale and they can't talk say how me no understand what you they talk. Continue, sir.
Leadership is not the loudest voice in the room.
Leadership not to the one way Allah. But now
it is the clearest voice for justice.
Now the voice we clear for justice. Talking back, man.
Leadership is not the loudest voice in the room.
Yes, leadership not to the way Allah too much.
It is the clearest voice for justice.
For justice. Why una only put on up? As they talk justice no more. Osamu, you first, you know for put your up. Because you still get case na court. You get case there for that New York Chancery building. Okay. Put your up no more.
Madam President, our current term on the UN Security Council has deepened these convictions. Guided by the Charter, we have championed peace through dialogue, upheld international law, and promoted prevention as the first duty of collective security. We have supported efforts to stabilize Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, de-escalated tensions in the Middle East, and supported political transition in Lebanon and Syria for peace and stability.
If you not be no way to do na the UN Security Council will be there, President Jibril just tell the world. Thank you, sir.
We have also seen the Security Council's limits, its paralysis in the face of grave human suffering. Nowhere has this failure been heart-wrenching than in Gaza. A preventable genocide was not prevented. Mass starvation that could have been avoided was not avoided. A broadly supported two-state solution has been obstructed by division and inaction. We therefore welcome all member states that have recently announced their long overdue recognition of the state of Palestine.
So on there was and you don't know how team up now, eh? Salima to say no to me, oh. In me the comment when somebody in comment he replied to. Sorry, Sal. Now I don't see you put her on the reply. So if you don't reply directly to the person, enough will be feel to say, Nami he say they misunderstand.
Yet, much more remains to be done. We must bring an end to the war and ensure the release of all hostages and prisoners. Sierra Leone has not wavered. We have spoken with independence, voted with principle, and pressed for urgent action to end atrocities and revive hope.
Yes, that's so saloon team up.
We say again,
What you say?
cease fire now in Gaza.
Edipa, so Jaban don't talk what he says, sir.
Ceasefire now in Gaza.
The pa don't talk. Who say again for ceasefire?
Ceasefire now in Sudan.
Edipa, who say again for ceasefire?
Ceasefire now in Ukraine.
Yes. Gaza, Sudan, and Ukraine. The president don't talk, say they for ceasefire now. If not, wait, okay, no. Then they put if not per speech, yeah.
These are not just slogans. They are calls to conscience, calls to action. In fact, they are echoes of the UN's founding pledge to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war. Its veto should never be a verdict against humanity. Madam President, across the world, the UN's authority and legitimacy are being tested. Selective adherence to international law, disregard for Security Council and General Assembly resolutions, deprivation of funding.
Wait, it says selective. Yeah, pick what's in the okay.
Attacks on peacekeepers and humanitarian workers, disinformation that corrodes trust, and over-reliance on unilateral action. For countries like Sierra Leone, this is not an abstract debate.
Yes, salute.
We know what a working United Nations means. At our darkest hour, during one of the most brutal civil wars in modern history, the UN stood by our side.
Yes.
The United Nations missions in Sierra Leone, UNAMSI, one of the largest peacekeeping operations of its time, helped disarm over 75,000 combatants, restore civilian governance, support democratic elections.
Yes, I'm still in salon. How they call it? Okay, anyway, now it's here anniversary, so definitely the road who sides alone able for reach Natenki, United Nations.
The Special Court for Sierra Leone and the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, both backed by the United Nations, ensured justice and reconciliation. When the United Nations Integrated Peace Building Office in Sierra Leone closed in 2014, it signaled something rare in our world: a successful transition from war to peace. We saw blue helmets on our streets. We saw ballot papers returned to citizens' hands. We saw our nation breathe again. When the UN works, lives are saved. When it fails, lives are lost.
That is true, though. Yes, that is true.
We must ensure the UN delivers for all. And to do so, we must respect and implement UN decisions. Protect those who serve under the United Nations flag. Invest in prevention and peace building. And reform the Security Council so its authority and legitimacy match today's world. The United Nations cannot protect vulnerable people if it cannot protect its own authority. As a nation, Sierra Leone does its part and contributes troops to peacekeeping missions. We serve as elected Security Council member and offer our experience in peace building to the world.
Salon they offer your experience to peace building at the world. Okay. Yeah. Who they sell to market?
Sierra Leone's story is proof that multilateral solidarity works when it is grounded in trust, mutual respect, and genuine investment in national ownership. Madam President, peace is inseparable from development. In Sierra Leone, our medium-term national development aligned with the SDGs and the African Union's Agenda 2063.
2063. Yeah.
Prioritizes people-centered growth. We are transforming our agricultural sector to ensure food security.
Okay. Now they tell the world wetin we dey do now na salon. Feed salon don't kind side. Wait again, sir.
We are investing in a digital economy that fosters inclusion and innovation.
Digital economy in Sierra Leone. Yeah. We get Africell money, Q money, Orange money. Yeah, we get it. Yeah. We get ATM. Where most of the time we go the money not the. Okay. The bank they send you text na your phone and then they charge you for that. Yes. We go take money na the ATM months and they charge you for that back. Yes. Okay. Digital economy. Hey, account price. Let we go.
We are deepening investment in human capital development.
Well, that's why they don't forbid dog each day. Because on that side they talk about the human capital development. Now who go talk now and say, hey, the young man in the die with Kusho. Okay, continue.
Through free quality education.
If you not reach this safe. Okay, for tell the world free quality education.
And in healthcare.
In healthcare, what you don't do?
Particularly maternal and child health.
For that person, you go say, I say particularly in maternal and child health too. But we check child health per dande who always they fail. Per MCC.
We are expanding renewable energy to support industrialization and climate resilience. Climate change is an existential threat to Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Our greenhouse gas emissions are negligible, yet our people and our wide coast bears the cost through erosion, flooding, and pressure on food systems and fisheries.
So the flooding, now who that go take responsibility? The seaweed, the dirty, the trash na the beach there. Oh, okay. Now, I wonder where they say Nabila Tunis win best tourism minister. Salon a magic country. Yeah? Continue. Sorry, sir. Beg pardon, sir.
We have mainstreamed climate adaptation and strengthened disaster preparedness. In fulfillment of the commitment made at the 3rd United Nations Oceans Conference, Sierra Leone has ratified the Biodiversity Beyond National Jurisdiction Treaty.
Even upon paper, all you get.
BBNG.
Tell them, sir.
As the 60th state to deposit its instrument of ratification, Sierra Leone is proud of the collective endeavor to trigger the entry into force of the BBNG Treaty, a historic milestone for multilateralism and the collective stewardship of our ocean commons. We urge all countries to do the same.
Yes, but we don't do what sooner they wait for.
So the high seas and areas are governed by common good. Climate justice is not charity. It is a legal and moral responsibility. If the poorest are left to pay the highest climate price, there is no justice. Developed nations must honor their commitments, $100 billion per year in climate finance, technology transfer, and capacity building. We welcome the International Court of Justice advisory opinion on climate change, affirming states' obligation to prevent environmental harm and to protect future generations. In that spirit, Sierra Leone is proud to present the candidature of Professor Dr. Charles Cherno Jallo to the International Court of Justice, a distinguished jurist and tireless advocate for the rule of law. We respectfully solicit the support of all member states in the November 12 elections this year. Madam President, as chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, I proudly note our community's 50th anniversary. For 5 decades, ECOWAS has embodied regional integration and collective security, often acting decisively when others hesitated. ECOWAS moved early in Sierra Leone's peace process before and alongside the UN to end our civil war.
Wow, they come with all this. Okay.
It has done so in Liberia, the Gambia, and elsewhere to defend democracy and stabilize the region. These are African solutions to African challenges, open to global partnerships anchored in regional legitimacy and trust. Partnership with Africa must move from promise to practice.
Tell them back, then for partner with Africa.
From promise to practice.
Waiting for promise to practice. Tell them back.
Partnership with Africa must move from promise to practice.
From promise to practice?
From promise to practice.
Okay, we'll get you.
As chair of the ECOWAS Authority,
I
recently embarked on a regional tour.
You go on a regional tour. Now I make you tell and just don't say, not to just title, it count responsibility. So this regional tour, who say you go?
Including a second visit to Burkina Faso in 2 years.
Now, Captain Traore say, wait. So that car you can have for go talk and say you kaya? But continue.
This was to demonstrate solidarity and build trust between ECOWAS member states and the Alliance of Sahelian States.
Then say, okay, so you know you it. U3, we don't say International Criminal Court or the Campulan, we don't mix safe again. Now you don't go begin tell and say, so the kawe can go talk and okay, we don't hear.
I commend the leadership of Burkina Faso for its willingness to engage and I look forward to continued dialogue with the leadership of both Mali and Niger.
But you not go there too. You not go Mali and Niger. Okay. If then self begin make headline, maybe you go there.
In my role as chair of the ECOWAS Authority, I have placed emphasis on advancing and safeguarding democratic governance with a strong commitment to upholding constitutional order and reflecting the people's will.
Okay, then say this talk we go together. Oh, the wait for it. They can be sweet.
Countering terrorism and strengthening our regional security architecture, including operationalizing the ECOWAS standby force, and implementing counterterrorism strategies, enhancing economic integration by promoting trade, liberalization, developing cross-border infrastructure, and advancing towards a common ECOWAS currency, strengthening the credibility.
A common ECOWAS currency. Who's then and go happen? Now, when I left the currency first, but let's get common border trade between ECOWAS countries, them, ba? Okay, I forget now the world did you talk to. Talk back, man.
Cross-border infrastructure.
Cross-border infrastructure. Wait again.
And advancing towards a common ECOWAS currency.
Talk no more.
Strengthening the credibility of institutions through reforms that promote transparency, efficiency, and service focused on citizens.
Service will go focus on the citizens. Service we go focus on the citizens them. Say, Leone, I don't know how they do on this part. Okay, no, we have the service they all focus on we anyway.
We urge the United Nations to deepen its partnership with ECOWAS and other African regional mechanisms in the spirit of Chapter 8 of the United Nations Charter. Africa is not a problem to be solved.
Africa not a problem to be solved. What's in Africa?
Africa is a partner to be empowered.
Okay. Talk about what?
Africa is not a problem to be solved.
Africa not a problem for make you solve them.
Africa is a partner to be empowered.
What's in the difference? Na a partner una can help we, una empower we, una give we waiting go make we self team up strong. We not a problem. We just want no more. Let una help we let team up.
Africa is not a problem to be solved.
It's not a problem to be solved. We not a problem. As the self go, that problem they knock out there. Not a problem to be solved. But Swina,
Africa is a partner to be empowered.
But we still need the help to be empowered. For let the help we. For let us team up strong. That's how we are able to team up strong. No problem now, Andy. And if they help we for make we team up strong, that means to say they don't solve that problem, they.
Africa is not a problem to be solved. Africa is a partner to be empowered.
Yes. Now clap. Not a problem to be solved. But now a partner to be empowered. How? Africa is not a problem to be solved. But Africa now partner to be empowered. Una can empower we. Yeah.
Madam President, during Sierra Leone's tenure as elected member of the Security Council 2024-2025, we have highlighted the urgent security challenges in West Africa and the Sahel, where terrorism and violent extremism transcends borders and destabilize the entire region. However, Africa's lack of permanent representation.
President, we don't come back for this campaign. Continue to
hinder the Council's ability to act decisively and contextually.
Now you just tell and say African are partner but then for empower we. Okay, in empowering us, then can give we seats back now the UN. Okay.
We have advocated for a comprehensive approach to counterterrorism in the Sahel, linking security with development, governance reforms, and regional cooperation, and strengthening the UN-AU-ECOWAS partnership. Too often, however, the Council's response has been hindered by narrow geopolitical interests, delaying action that could have saved lives.
Like what's in Gaza, now you make an example for, but you not call them.
Our experience confirms a clear truth. Lasting peace requires inclusivity, ownership, and legitimacy.
Now they say, yeah, we don't own them. We don't own them. Now wait soon. Now you just the sailor who empower on. They can't say, well, for sit down for make decision. No, sir.
The Council's structural imbalance undermines its credibility and must be addressed to ensure the safeguarding of collective security. Madam President, in my capacity as coordinator of the African Union Committee of 10 on Security Council reforms, I speak on behalf of a continent still excluded from the permanent representation on the Council. Africa, home to 1.4 billion people and the largest regional bloc.
Yeah? Africa, I need alaso. Is it Africa waiting?
Africa, home to 1.4 billion people and the largest regional bloc in the United Nations, still has no permanent seat.
That is true though. But then say how you make your bed, now so you go lay down there. That's the thing.
This is unjust.
Yes, that's true.
And untenable.
Aha. Tell them. Now in something they say wait. He said this is unjust and untenable. How much people get up? He said 9 people in the club. He said okay, well let's continue.
It undermines the credibility of the Council and the legitimacy of its decisions. The common African position expressed in the Ezouini Consensus and SAT Declaration calls for at least 2 permanent seats for Africa.
Africa, we want 2 permanent seats. Africa. I say, we don't see none. Africa can't see for reach that status. They can't give us seats. So how they talk. We go to rotate sooner.
With full rights and prerogatives, including the veto, if retained, and 2 additional non-permanent seats.
It's not.
This is not a request. It is a demand for equity.
Tell them. Say what's in?
This is not a request. It is a demand for equity.
Okay. The person not to beg, they beg, not to request, they request to. Now, it tell them for doing. That demand. Now that puts up at step at the speech. You be read that part step first before you can read unto them. He say,
this is not a request. It is a demand for equity.
Okay. On a clap. The same continent where accelerate they empower them. Now the same continent then they say not to request them they request to, because they don't request till they empower them. Now they demand see themselves well sit down there. Okay, they say they don't hear.
It is a test of UN's commitment to fairness and its own charter. During our Security Council presidency in August last year, we gave this issue unprecedented prominence. As we mark the 80th anniversary of the United Nations and the 20th anniversary of the Ezowini Consensus and SAT Declaration, let this be the moment.
Well, you see, anybody who they write for the pa, una not make this long. 20 minutes. Now 22 minutes and see now the pa one begin. Una for the guy 18 minutes speech. Fine one he done. You know from where he start, you know boku. The suicide or reach now, boku no begin ka inside. Okay. When Musa say Africa, when I not ask for help, then I want demand the permanent seat. He said that me could be WhatsApp group. When I want for discuss for help you, they pull you come on at the group first. So Super World Power now go join you, who side and they go discuss how for help you back. The pie say
And
don't see. They not for make the speech long. Then I beg next day. The pie don't try. You don't try. Bang. Una not make a long too much there.
in SAT Declaration, let this be the moment that the international community answers Africa's call. Let us not pass on to the next generation a Security Council reform that fails to reflect the world as it is today. Madam President, the United Nations at 80 must look forward. Sierra Leone stands ready, committed to principled multilateralism, to speaking with independence and conviction, and to working for justice, solidarity, and the dignity of all peoples. Let this anniversary be a turning point, measured not in the many speeches we make here, but service, not in declarations, but in delivery. Let us build a United Nations more representative, more responsive, and more resilient. The world does not need a louder United Nations.
Okay. What's in the world need?
It requires a braver United Nations.
Okay, this one no brave. Now loud and loud. Okay.
Now is the time to make the United Nations work for all.
I feel say you want to say great again. Well, I work for we all. Okay.
Together, let us forge a future of peace, shared prosperity, and human dignity. For in unity, we are not only better, we are stronger. Thank you.
Yusef, thank you. Now, so the pa, lay in speech, he tell thank you, and come out the. Eh? Aha.